Hey y'all, happy Thanksgiving. I'm cooking a turkey, mashed potatoes, got some stuffing, green bean casserole, all kind of holiday things. Got some cranberry sauce made. And right now I am chopping the chanterelle mushrooms for the turkey. I'm gonna cook them into some butter along with some tarragon, thyme, sage, a little bit of mint, and we're gonna put that up under the turkey skin to roast it, and then later on I'll show you how I make some of my sides. Alright, we got our cranberry sauce that we made here. In there we squeezed half of one of these oranges, put about a pound of cranberries, I let some Pinot Noir soak into some figs for about 15-20 minutes and mix that in there along with what's going to make it gel up, which is your sugars. Got some brown sugar, a little bit of honey, and just some regular granulated sugar in there, as well as little ginger. We got one of these injection syringes. Now I'm not going to actually shoot it into the muscle of the bird because you don't want to pierce your meat if you're going to be cooking it for that long. All the juice will run out. But I'm just going to loosen the skin up on it a little bit and put this this butter that we made right there, that we mixed all those herbs into, up under the skin, and sort of try to get it all around the bird so that it cooks through evenly and it'll get a nice brown crust on there. Okay, we had this turkey soaking in a brine overnight with salt, a little brown sugar, ginger, and allspice. And now we're going to try to just kind of loosen up that skin around there. Alright, we're going to start getting some of that butter up in there. And once we got it under the skin, just sort of rub it around there so it gets evenly spread out. Alright, we got our turkey tied up here so that all that flavor will get locked in under that skin. Then we're going to just stuff this stuff on in there. Half an orange. Half an onion, some garlic here, about half a head of garlic. And use a whole shallot. And then some more of those herbs that we used in the butter. Tarragon, thyme, and also some sage. Alright, we got our turkey tied up now and stuffed, and it's just about ready to go in the oven. We're going to top it off with a little bit of fresh ground pepper all over the top there, and a little bit of salt. And we're going to go ahead and put it in our roasting pan now. And then just finish the top off with a little drizzle of olive oil. Perfect. Okay, now it's ready to go in the oven at 500 degrees for about 30 minutes to get a nice brown coat on there starting out. Alright. Into the oven, 500 degrees, 30 minutes.
Max.
Alright, we got our sausage cooking here for the stuffing. We're putting in some chopped onions, celery, and Granny Smith apple. So, go ahead and put that in the pan there. We're going to cook this for about 10-15 minutes before we add the bread and put it in the oven. Over here, we got the onions for the green bean casserole that I just breaded a little bit and put some grated Parmesan cheese over. And we're going to pop those in the oven and let them get real crisp for the topping. Stirring this food. We got the vegetables that we were just cooking up with the sausage for the stuffing. and combined them with the bread that we chopped up and dried a little bit earlier. And now we can just set this aside until a little bit later. When we take the turkey out, we can pop that in the oven, and by the time the turkey has rested and it's ready to carve, this will just be finished.
Fixing the green beans.
Alright, we got our mushrooms cooking here for the green bean casserole. We just chopped them and been sauteing them a little bit with some butter and garlic and a little half and half. And now I'm going to add a little bit more half and half to that. And let them cook along with the green beans we got here. So it's looking like we're getting closer to being able to put all these sides in the oven. And the turkey's starting to look and smell real good in here. We got our topping here for the green bean casserole finished. And we mixed in our green beans, which we cooked just a little bit, just to get a little tenderness in them. We'll mix that in with the mushrooms that we had sauteed earlier. And then we're just going to mix in a couple of these onions with that and put it in the oven after the turkey comes out for about 15 minutes and top it with the rest of those onions. Over here we were boiling some potatoes to make the garlic and goat cheese mashed potatoes. Now we're just going to mash those up and add the cheese. So let me do that.
I think it might be getting done, man.
Alright. Okay, we're going to saute up some garlic here real quick, then add some buttermilk and the goat cheese, and then mix that in while we're mashing the potatoes. So right now, just crushing some cloves of garlic into there. And then put in this goat cheese that we got at the local farmer's market. Go ahead and toss that in, get that garlic flavor in with the cheese. Also, a little bit of buttermilk. Alright, got the potatoes a bit mashed up, and now we're going to just start mixing in all this cheese and buttermilk. And mash it a little bit more, get that evenly mixed through there. Okay, now we're gonna get ready to cook our stuffing and our green bean casserole. We got the mashed potatoes done, and today we're using Pacific Natural Foods organic free-range chicken broth. Just evenly over all the bread so it can soak up all that moisture. Okay, we just put the stuffing in the oven. And now we're going to get ready to put the green beans in. They take a little bit less time since we already cooked everything in here. It'll just take about 15 minutes. Stuffing might take a little bit longer. And so we'll put those in and then top it off with the onions. And then our dinner will be ready to serve. Alright, we poured on our juices from the pan, got them heated up. And then we're just going to be whisking in some flour to make the gravy. The key here is to whisk really fast. Really fast, so it won't clump up. And you also have to have it hot enough to cook that flour in. Alright, now that's going to thicken up nicely, and we'll add a little bit of the chicken broth to it. Thanksgiving dinner, turkey, green bean casserole, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and garlic goat cheese mashed potatoes. Done. Everybody's all together. Happy Thanksgiving.